couple different articles that I saw here. The first one, these are on Cointelegraph. It says that this was on November 25th. So this is technically yesterday, if today's the 26th. So it says no debate that Bitcoin will increase 20 times, says gold industry leader. So this is Dan Tapiro talking to Anthony Pompliano, and he says that $15 trillion in institutional capital could flow into Bitcoin, pushing prices as high as $500,000. So in this article, he's basically saying, well, he says here, in 5 years, now potentially 5 years, maybe less than that, who knows, but he says that he can see gold at $4,000, so that's double. And if it's gold's at $4,000, Bitcoin's probably somewhere between $300,000 to $500,000, so it's a 20 to 30 times gain. And then he says that he believes that institutional investors and finance whales are likely to invest between 5 and 15% of their portfolios in Bitcoin, which that sector's currently worth $100 trillion. So 15% of $100 trillion is 15 trillion. So that's where he's getting that number. And I think that's probably pretty accurate or reasonable. Once as this grows, you're going to see more and more institutional investors put money into this, just like they put money into gold. And if they do put 5 to 15% of those portfolios in, then yeah, that's $15 trillion. The math is pretty simple there. He says that Bitcoin's a hedge for the fiat system, right? We know that. He says that once its market cap is in the trillions of dollars, it'll become easier to handle for large investors, as they do now with gold. But he says gold's a store of value, but that's only one aspect of what Bitcoin is. And this is the same argument that I have. Bitcoin is not just a store of value. It's an excellent store of value, similar to gold, but better, because it's a payment method. He says it's an entire network here. And so you can use it to, you can't send gold places. You have to carry it there physically. With Bitcoin, you could send it anywhere. You could send it around the world to another wallet or another storage facility, another person. You can make payments with it. It's very easy to transport and move around. And you cannot do that with gold unless you physically carry it somewhere, or God forbid, you put it in a box and ship it somewhere with a third party, which I wouldn't feel comfortable doing with any large amount. But with Bitcoin, you can take literally $1 billion, if you had it, and send it anywhere else within a matter of seconds with no third party, no middleman, and very inexpensively. So that, in and of itself, I think the people who don't understand Bitcoin do not understand that aspect of it. I mean, they probably don't understand how it's got value similar to gold, as far as, how it can be a hedge for the fiat system and the scarcity and all of that stuff, but they certainly don't understand the network and how powerful that is, and being able to transport it, send a payment, move your money around, and have it all be more or less instantaneous compared to any method that we've had available to us up till now, and also without third parties and very inexpensively. And so once people start to understand that, how they can take control of their money that way, and once the whole entire infrastructure becomes bigger, so that larger institutions can easily move in and out of it, then we're going to see an explosion in the Bitcoin price. And so that's kind of what this article is talking about, which is great. Talks about, this guy here, Brian Estes, which is with Off the Chain. He's the chief investment officer with Off the Chain Capital. He says it's not a stretch for Bitcoin to surpass $100,000 in 1 year. Says it could go as high as $288,000 by the end of 2021. That's probably realistic and what I would expect as well. I'm not really sure where he gets this odd number from, but that's about kind of in the range of where I think it would go. Now, incidentally, if we were to look at the 4-year cycle and we look at where Bitcoin is in the whole crypto market today, and we backtrack 4 years, we would find that it's almost a mirror image of what we were seeing back in 2016 at this time. By the end of 2016, Bitcoin was, somewhere in the $1,000 range, which was very near its all-time high. That's basically what we're seeing right now. So at least as far as right now goes, the 4-year cycle is playing out right on schedule. So if that's the case and we move forward 1 year, then, if we were to put comparable price tags on Bitcoin, it would be in the $200,000 range. It's talking about Jim Cramer is also now a Bitcoin, he's not a skeptic like he was in 2017. So the whole article is bullish on Bitcoin. That's a great article in and of itself. We like to see these types of things and see what other people like this are thinking. However, then we have this next article that came out today. This article says, the title is Cointelegraph Consulting, Overwhelming Bullish Sentiment Once Again Proves Costly. This came out on the 26th. So that's today. Now this says, according to data collected from 1,000 plus crypto social media channels. Here we have again, crypto social media. The same stuff I said to basically shy away from and avoid. It says that the average crowd sentiment towards Bitcoin adapted from slightly bullish to overwhelmingly bullish over the days leading up to Thursday's dramatic pullback, mirroring the levels previously observed during its May and August price tops. It says the latest findings by Sentiment says that with both short-term and long-term Bitcoin holders in a position of 15% to 63% profit, the likelihood of profit taking became high. And then, to make matters more ominous, the funding rate on Bitcoin's derivative market was at a 3-month high on BitMEX, Kraken, and Binance. So that's even more evidence that a pullback could be, or a correction could be imminent. It says a large funding rate is a sign that there is a large increase in long predictions on the exchanges, which can accelerate the frequency of mass liquidations in the event of a price correction. So this article is basically looking at, the point of the article is saying that, look, all these people are like overwhelmingly bullish, and then what happened? The price tanked. Well, so much for that bullish news. Hey guys, if you want to learn the systems and strategies that I use to make millions of dollars from the last crypto bull market, well, I've taken the time to put a course together to teach what I did, and it's available now. This course covers everything from beginning to end, and so if you aren't sure if you've got the best strategies or methods right now, or you're unsure how to maximize the potential of these markets to make as much money as possible on purpose, just go to BitcoinBuilderAcademy.com. The link is in the description below, and for a limited time and a limited number of people, I'm offering a super low introductory price that should be really hard to pass up. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.